What's up, y'all? How you doing? So today we're gonna hop right back into the E30. As you guys know, I'm dying to get this thing together, and we got a lot of work to do. So yesterday we spent the whole day getting the M52 back together, getting all clean, pretty, and full of new gaskets, and she's almost ready to go. But we still have a whole box of gaskets right here that need to be put up all together and in the car to get this thing complete. And once again, huge shout out to FCP Euro for getting us hooked up on that. So my goal today is to get the trans, clutch, everything on the M52, and hopefully maybe drop it in the E30. That's a stretch, but I'm exhausted and we got a lot of work to do, so just hop right into it. So before we can take the engine off the stand, we have to do one more thing. So the only thing you really have to change to an E36 engine to make it fit into an E30 chassis is the oil pan. So if you look at it, the E36 engines, they all come with a rear sump setup. Has that big shit in the rear. But to clear the whole subframe and everything, we need to convert it to a front sump. Luckily, the E34 5 Series came with a front sump N50, which is an E36 generation engine. So we got the whole kit. As you can tell, the front sump. You need the oil pan itself, you need the pickup and the dipstick, and then obviously the oil pressure sensor too. I got this whole thing as a kit on eBay. I completely overpaid for it, but I couldn't find one local. But honestly, if you're patient, you can get this whole kit for very, very little money. So all right, let's check it out. So we had the rear sump, front sump. You guys could probably tell, you know, the whole difference here. But I was just reading yesterday's videos comments, and you guys were so convinced I was gonna miss this step. You guys gotta have more faith in me. We didn't do it yesterday because we ran out of time, but you guys know I do my research. I'm not missing it. Don't worry. Obviously, we're doing it right now. So before we put it on, there's one issue. My oil pan, I have a windage tray that's actually built into it. Some come with them bolted in, some don't even have them in at all. The problem is, if I try to put it on, the M52 windage tray that's attached to the engine actually hits it. So I could either cut out the one that's in the pan, run the M52, or I could unbolt the one that's on the M52 and run this one, as long as my counterweights on the crank don't actually hit the pan. So let's just take it off. So this little bracket right here, you technically have to unbolt the main cap, but we could just bend it out of the way. There we go. Factory fresh. We're just gonna verify that the crank isn't hitting the oil pan. Sounds good to me. And just like that, we have a front sump converted E36 engine. So now it's time for the annoying part. Let's get the clutch on this thing. Let's get rid of this jank ass rear main seal. No thanks. Thank you very much. Remove the old throw bearing. Yo, perfect time, I need your help. Let's go! Looks nice, right? Single mass conversion. Your lips chapped, Drew?
Let's go.
You want a little sun? Honestly, I love it in these like chapstick tubes. So much easier. You ever seen this before?
Never.
This was actually sub-mail.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a good way to apply it, not make a mess, not get it on your fingers.
Oh, thank God. Whew. So every time I end up doing an E36 clutch, I put the damn clutch disc in backwards. It's a curse or something. So this time I went back, watched my old videos, and verified that the clutch disc does in fact go in this way on E36s. All right, let's just use the power of YouTube for this one. All right, she's on. This thing's clean enough. As you guys can probably tell, everything that comes out of an E36 is just gross and oily and dirty and whatever. So we're good to go. So to get the tranny ready to put on the engine, we need a few things. We got this. We have a new throw-up bearing, clutch fork, slave cylinder, a little clip that holds it together, and this piece. This little brass piece is what the clutch fork actually pivots on. So there we go. Get her in the hole. I always have such a hard time with this part, but this clip goes on here. You know what? Always buy 2 of these if you're gonna order them, because I always end up breaking one. Shit. There we go. Get that there. And then you can kind of just like, come on. There we go. Oh, nice work. Now we have this little pivoting action here. So, take our throw-up bearing, put a little grease in here. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Smear it in there. This is not the right type of grease.
It's the right color.
Get it on here. Ready to party. Oh, I think there we go. That's close enough. Always looking for bolts. Dude, it's such a struggle. I neglected, like, when I went to go, you know, piece this car together, I completely neglected the fact that, like, hey, what holds all this stuff together? You know?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Where did it all go? Alright, might not look it, but the last time you guys saw me, it was like an hour ago. It took me so long to find all this hardware, but I got the subframe back in. I took the rack off, and it's basically good enough to get in the car. Everything else we could do in the car or under the car, or whatever. Last piece of the puzzle is these engine mounts. These are basically like a normal E36 engine mount, but one of the studs is offset to account for like the different width in the steering rack mounts. So, a subscriber actually sent me these, which is really awesome. I feel like a dick because I completely lost his letter. Yeah, I feel like an asshole. But you know who you are, and I hope you comment, and I hope everyone knows. I hope everyone sees the comment, and I really appreciate you for sending these out here because it was a huge help. So.
There they are. Just in time with Tucker. Let me just put this down. What's going on?
Alright.
You ready to party?
You ready to party?
Keep going, stop. Now, push her in there. Just talking about how calm Tucker is. Look at this dog.
He's all here for the ride.
He's the supervisor. He's making sure everything goes right. He just winked at me.
I might have to readjust the strap. Oh, just clear. Oh, there we go. That was that little chute that we needed. All right, hold up. Whatever that bracket was. All right, now I can undo this. Oh, that's the oil pan.
You just watch your finger.
Everyone watch your fingers. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's definitely supposed to. Oh,
Definitely that one. You know the wiggle?
look at him.
He's like a little
No
burrito. He doesn't care about a single thing. What you got doing there, man?
Okay, plug the shirt. Bootleg tunes.
Let's go, boys. That's my part washer right here. So over this, dude. Everything that I got for this car and that came on this car just caked up. Whatever. So I don't know if, so this is the factory M20 trans mount, the one that came on the car, and like, oh shit. And some people said it would fit, some people said it wouldn't, and so I guess we're gonna find out in like a minute. So hopefully it does.
All right.
Yeah. All right. One's basically in. I need a lift ASAP.
Yeah, this doesn't look too fun there, Jim.
No, this is some shit that I didn't think I'd do again. Engine slops on the ground. I'm all fit.
You can come use my lift.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Look at this guy with the jokes.
You don't like the camera?
Alright, drivetrain is fully bolted up. Alright, engine trans finally refreshed and in the car. I've been going crazy the last 2 days trying to get this to happen, and it's finally in, and look, it looks sick. Now, I mocked up the intake really quick. This isn't the one I'm using. This is an M52 one. I'll be running an M51 because you Beamer guys know M51 is like a bolt-on 10 horse or something crazy. So we're gonna do it. Mock-up purposes, looks sick. Also, I had an extra S52 engine cover on it, so I threw it on. Honestly, I might look like a poser. Don't really care because the S52 cover honestly looks way nicer, so you guys can hate on me. I don't even care. Whatever. It looks sick. And this is the radiator out of my E36. It actually fits pretty perfect. It's pretty crazy because this engine, it's pretty crazy because the engine that comes in this car, it doesn't even look like these engines, and yet the E36 engines literally fit in here like they were supposed to be in here. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. So, I'm happy. This is a huge step. We've made great progress so far, and it's finally starting to actually look like a car. Now, we still need an ass ton of stuff to get this car on the road. It sucks. Still need an engine harness, ECU. Still need the fuel line. Still need to figure out all the coolant stuff. I need a drive shaft. I need a shifter. I need to do the whole exhaust. Just so much shit. Every engine swap, no matter what it is, even if it's OEM, just such a pain in the ass. But, oh well, I'm really excited. This thing's gonna be sick, and I hope you guys are pretty pumped too, because seeing this in there is a huge heaping of motivation. So, I'm exhausted. This heat has been killing me. I've been going crazy, so I think we're just gonna end it. So, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.